Abhi, bring Swamiji.
Okay. What are you gonna do? He sounds doing.
Abhi, bring Swamiji.
Okay. What are you gonna do? He sounds doing.
আসুন এদিক। YouTube asks, show notification. Should we block?
Notification. No.
Okay, leave it. Done. Done. Whatever.
Is that? Yeah.
We'll start with the prayers. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Harihi Om. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Aviravirmayedhi. Om Shanti Hari Om. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Vinanti Ye Bhurida Jana. Your nectar-like words, warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed eradicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's own life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. So this is the second day of satsang, and we are very happy that Swami Prapananandji Maharaj from Sacramento is with us. But before we proceed, we'll read from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and then we'll try to meditate on the words of Sri Ramakrishna. Yes, please go ahead.
I'm reading from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, the Master's Reminiscences. Girish, but how can we get rid of woman and gold? Pray to God with a yearning heart. Pray to Him for discrimination. God alone is real, and all else illusory. This is discrimination. One strains water through a fine sieve in order to separate the dirt from it. The clear water goes through the sieve, leaving the dirt behind. Apply the sieve to the discrimination. Apply the sieve of discrimination in the world. Live in the world after knowing God. Then it will be the world of Vidya. Just see the bewitching power of women. I mean the women who are the embodiment of Vidya, the power of delusion. They fool men, as it were. They take away their inner substance. When I see a man and woman sitting together, I say to myself, alas, they're done for. Looking at M, Haru, such a nice boy, is possessed by a witch. People ask, where's Haru? Where is he? But where do you expect him to be? They all go to the banyan and find him sitting quietly under it. He no longer has his beauty, power, or joy. Ah, he is possessed by the witch who lives in the banyan. If a woman says to her husband, go there, he at once stands up, ready to go. If she says, sit down here, he immediately sits down. A job seeker got tired of visiting the manager in an office. He couldn't get the job. The manager said to him, there is no vacancy now, but come and see me now and then. This went on for a long time, and the candidate lost all hope. One day he told his tale of woe to a friend. The friend said, how stupid you are. Why are you wearing out the soles of your feet going to that fellow? You better go see Golub. You will get the job tomorrow. Is that so? Said the candidate. I'm going right away. Golub was the manager's mistress. The candidate called on her and said, Mother, I'm in great distress. You must help me out of it. I'm the son of a poor Brahmin. Where else shall I go for help, Mother? I've been out of work for many days. My children are about to starve to death. I can get a job if you but say the word. Golub said to him, child, whom should I speak to? She said to herself, ah, the poor Brahmin, he's been suffering too much. The candidate said to her, I'm sure to get the job if you just put in a word about it to the manager. Golub said, I shall speak to him today and settle the matter. The very next morning, a man called the candidate and said, you are to work in the manager's office beginning today. The manager said to his English boss, this man is very competent. I have appointed him. He will do credit to the firm. All are deluded by woman and gold. But I do not care for it at all. And I swear to you that I don't know anything but God. A devotee, sir, a new sect named Navakulal has been started. Lalit Chatterjee is one of its members. Master, there are different views. All these views are but so many paths in order to reach the same goal. But everyone believes that his view alone is right, that his watch alone keeps the correct time. Girish to M. Do you remember what Pope says about it? 'Tis with our judgments as our watches. None go just alike, yet each believes his own. Master to M. What does it mean? M. Everyone thinks that his own watch keeps the correct time, but different watches do not give the same time. Master, but however wrong the watches may be, the sun never makes a mistake. One should check one's watch with the sun. A devotee, Mr. X tells lies. Master, truthfulness in speech is a tapasya of the Kali Yuga. It is difficult to practice other austerities in this cycle. By adhering to truth, one attains God. Tulsidas said, truthfulness, obedience to God, and regarding other men's wives as one's mother are the greatest virtues. If one does not realize God by practicing them, then Tulsi is a liar. What?
Okay, so the reader of the gospel is aware of this fact. The word is even used many times, woman and gold. But one should understand its connotation, then there is no confusion. In Bengali, it is called Kamini Kanjan, the enchanting aspect of the Divine Mother. It is Divine Mother who has taken all forms. But she has a special power, power of attraction, power of confusion. Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Samsthita. She is confusion herself. So this is enchanting aspect of the Divine Mother. And through that power, she is creating, preserving, and also destroying. Only thing, those who want to follow the path of Shreya, for them, that means avidya and vidya, two powers are there. Avidya is being enchanted and also being caught in the net. And vidya helps us to detoxify ourselves. That means it's not that we are saying it's difficult subject. So the thing is pravritti and nivritti. Two words are there. Pravritti means towards, and nivritti means to get away of it. When we are one, then we are swastha. Swastha means we have detoxified ourselves and bereft of everything. It's not matter of male, female. One, see, there is no gender in the self. So it is not male or female. It is how one gets involved in this world and how one get out of it. That is the question. So if somebody wants to enjoy this world, fine, go ahead, no problem. But those who want to get out of it, then this is the way. And Sri Ramakrishna says it in blunt way, so that the teaching goes to our heart. We have to understand from that standpoint. It's not male, female. It's not like a hater, woman hater. So mother aspect, even the same lady, when the man approaches her and says, "Mother, I'm a poor man and I have no job, please help me." And mother helps. So we have to take the help of mother, Vidya Maya, not Avidya Maya. And in other places, as Sri Ramakrishna said, those who are married, when he has permitted. Okay, so I'm not going in details. You can go through yourself. So this is a very tricky subject. And then it comes to us, oh, Sri Ramakrishna is woman hater. No, he's not. Because his Ishta is mother herself, Divine Mother. And first disciple, Holy Mother. So it is just to negate the enchanting part of it, the enchantress that catches and holds. So one should be careful about it. And then we'll hear from Maharaj.
Okay. You selected very embarrassing section today. But the history is this, that means everybody knew when the book was translated. If it is translated literally, it will be hurting to many persons. Not only women, but even men also. Then at time, Nikhilanand himself actually wanted to change it, but his editors actually objected that we should keep the words of Sri Ramakrishna as it is.
So he has given a footnote, I think, at the beginning that what actually it means. And later on, of course, time passed, and now I think 42, 40. So it is about going to 100 years. At least 75 years has passed. So the society has changed. Even in India, society has changed. So during the time of Adishwarananji, that means after Nikhilananji came, never passed on, Adishwarananji was there. And headquarters, that means our Belur trustees or authorities actually said that, well, time has passed now, why don't you change the words as what is called lust and gold, like that. So Adishwarananji told that, oh, I don't have the power to change the what is called words of Swami Nikhilananji. So he refused to do that. So in that way, it has still remained. But it is possible now. That means because the copyright has gone, and if somebody takes out an edition, taking from the old edition, translates it into the what is called the correct meaning or the import of the meaning, probably it will be, the problem will be solved and people will be happy. It is not that people are unhappy, but even women also know that they are enchanted. Very recently, one actress, French actress passed on. Brigitte, what is the name?
Bardot.
Bardot. You are from Hollywood. You are from Hollywood, you know all the.
First I know.
Yes, all right. So she said that, well, yes, we are actresses. And I know that there are actresses to get the chance to play in what is called in movies. Actually, they enchant the directors or the authorities. So they play in the wrong path. That is also there. So the point is that these things are always there, and probably it will be not with women only, with men also. It is probably women will be able to tell that. I believe so. So whatever it may be, the Samambanam is that we have to, these are the, what is called, bane of this age. Even if you open the newspaper, you will see that how it is playing in this, at present. Also, you will find that these things, Sri Ramakrishna said, and in Kali Yuga, actually, this is the bane. That is the most primary disease of the mind, you can say, that we are suffering from. Probably in Sattva Yuga, we read stories, people are very pure, and these things were not there. But as the time has passed, things have become very deteriorated, and this is the what is called disease that with which actually the present civilization or present humanity is suffering. So we have to be careful. People are careful, those who learn, and those who actually find through their experience, they also know these things. There's no doubt about that. So we don't have to worry about these things, because if we take the spiritual path, automatically these things will go away. Go away in a sense that we shall not be eluded by these vagaries. So that is very true. So then what is the second thing that you said? There are two, another one.
Another
So before proceed to the next.
Oh.
I would like to add a few more words. Swami Chetananandji Maharaj. This is recent, not many, about maybe 20 or 25 years, maybe maximum. So he also floated this idea, because in his book, he wanted to use lust and gold. So even it was given to our convent in Hollywood. That means, what is that? Santa Barbara. And some other places also. So it was open. And ultimately it was decided, no, it should be there. That word, because that conveys the idea. So another thing, when a Swami gave the book of Sri Ramakrishna, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, to a professor. He came to visit and he gave that. And the next day he comes and returns the book. He said, everywhere I find this, woman and gold, woman and gold, woman and gold. What's this? It's a woman hater. So, okay, no problem. So Swami kept that book. After one whole year, he comes back and said, I beg that, can you give that book to me? He said, why? You return it. No, no, no. The whole year I was thinking and researching. The whole world is running because of two things. The lust and gold. And it's directly translated that way. So it is king, king dollar and last gold, last queen. So he said that what Sri Ramakrishna said is the same thing. Only the word is direct. So please give me that. Another incident happened with me. So we had a small group, and I told our volunteers, okay, you can give gospel of Sri Ramakrishna to people. And one day boy comes, Maharaj, please don't tell me to give gospel. Why? I said, he said, one man, he returned gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. So I said, okay. Why? Now he said, whenever he opens, Sri Ramakrishna is going to toilet. After some time, maybe 2 years after that, no, Maharaj, it worked. Why? I would say, what happened? Oh, he has taken the initiation. So this is the funny incidents. This happens. Okay, what is second one? Second point. Okay, read it from anywhere.
Mr. X tells lies. Okay. The master says truthfulness in speech is the tapasya of the Kali Yuga. It is difficult to practice other austerities in this cycle. By adhering to truth, one attains God. Tulsidas says, truthfulness, obedience to God, and regarding other men's wives as one's mother are the greatest virtues. If one does not realize God by practicing them, then Tulsi is a liar. Keshav Sen assumed his father's debts. Others would have repudiated them. I visited Devendra's Samaj at Jorashanko and found Keshav meditating on the day. He was then a young man. I said to Mathur Babu, of all those who are meditating here, this young man's float alone has sunk under the water. The fish is biting at the hook. There was a man, whom I shall not name, who for 10,000 rupees told a lie in court. In order to win the lawsuit, he made me give an offering to the Divine Mother. He said to me, Father, please offer this offering to the Mother. Trusting him like a child, I gave the offering. Devotee, a nice man indeed. Master, but he had such faith in me that he believed the Mother would grant his prayer if I but made the offering. Referring to Lalit Babu, Sri Ramakrishna said, is it an easy matter to get rid of pride? There are very few who are without pride. Balaram is one of them, pointing to a devotee. Here is another. And people in their position would have swelled with pride. They would have parted their hair and showed other traits of Thomas. They would have been proud of their learning. The fat Brahmin, referring to Krishna, still has a little of it. To M, Mahima Chakravarti has read many books, hasn't he? M, yes, sir, he has read a great deal. Master smiling, I wish that he and Girish could meet. Then we could enjoy a little discussion. Girish smiling, doesn't he say that by means of sadhana, all people can be like Sri Krishna? Master, not exactly that, but something like it. A devotee, sir, can all be like Sri Krishna? Master, an incarnation of God, or one born with some of the characteristics of an incarnation of God, is called an Ishwar Koti. An ordinary man is called a Jiva or Jiva Koti. By dint of sadhana, A Jivan Koti can realize God, but after samadhi, he cannot come back to the plane of relative consciousness. The Ishwar Koti is like the king's son. He has all the keys to all the rooms of the 7-story palace. He can climb to all the 7 floors and come back down at will. A Jiva Koti is like a petty officer. He can enter some of the rooms of the palace. That is his limit. Janaka was a jnani. He attained knowledge by means of his sadhana, but Shukadeva was knowledge itself. Girish, Master, Shukadeva did not attain knowledge through sadhana. Like Shukadeva, Narada also had the knowledge of Brahman. But he retained bhakti in order to teach people. Prahlada sometimes assumed the attitude of I am he, sometimes that of a servant of God, sometimes that of his child. Hanuman also was like that. All may wish for such a lofty state, but all cannot attain it. Some bamboos are hollower than others. Some are more solid inside.
In the context of the previous one, that just came to my mind, just an example of this present age. We had a devotee in San Francisco. Probably she goes to other places, probably she has come here also. So once she came and met pranams, and I was surprised. That means probably a few months ago, I saw her that hairs were black and all those things nice. So then suddenly when he came and met pranam, I saw that hairs are white and what is called skin is a little crumpled and all those things. I said, what has happened? Are you sick? Well, no, Swami, I have left my job. And I used to use color to what is called my hair. Why? Because if you don't look young, you will not get a job in this country. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So you see,
Yeah.
the point is that sometimes what is called those who are mature, for them it is not a problem. That but those who are really what is called just beginning or trying to understand or do not understand, for them it is difficult. Otherwise, everybody knows these things play in this world and you cannot escape it. But the prevalence is the most important from the Swami Sri Ramakrishna's saying that we see. And also he addressed only men, mostly he used to address the men. So naturally he was very frank and free and in his expression, and also cautioned in what way actually they are faltering.
And
Now,
while interacting with women, he would say the opposite.
All right. Now the second is very important. That means Ishwar Koti, Avatara, and Jib Koti. This is a classification that we find in our scripture, especially in Puranas. In Vedanta, actually, there is no classification. That means you have your Vedanta and Yoga and Sankhya, I believe also. That means you do not have this type of classification of spirituality amongst seekers. So in Avatara, that is a part of the Puranas, a cult of devotion, that God incarnates as a human being to save the world, save the people. The reason is that for ordinary people, it is very difficult to practice what is a yoga and also like nano yoga, the discrimination and all those things. So out of his great compassion, God comes down and says that, well, you follow me and then I shall take care of you, that or you get liberation. Actually, in history, we see that is very true. And time to time, God has incarnated in different beings in ancient days, but nowadays, what is called he comes as human being since 2-3 times, that we say Rama, Krishna, and we say Buddha, and Jesus Christ also Sri Ramakrishna has said, and Sri Ramakrishna himself has said. So in that way, the point is that it is very difficult to get rid of the impression of human being. And it is very difficult to conceive of something which actually you cannot see or perceive. So just by loving or getting attached to this type of personality, actually our mind becomes pure, because mind has a special quality that with what actually it associates, it takes that color. So if you associate with purity, it will become pure. If you have impurity, it will be impure. So that quality actually is very helpful for the spiritual progress and for these avatars that is actually that is their compassion. That means you follow me or you think of me or you say what I do. So love for or attachment for these incarnations are actually is a way of getting liberation. And according to scripture, there are ways, that means avatars will have to come. So avatars do not really die in a sense. That means as long as the human beings are seeking liberation, avatars will have to come. That is in scriptures it is said. And for that reason, actually, if you are attached to an avatar, so what will happen at the time of death or whatever it may be, because of a constant thinking of avatar, probably you become one with that avatar one way. That is said that when you die, if you think you will become like that. That is also avatar has said. So you will be one with avatar or you remain with avatar. Or there are different ways by which actually after death the soul associate with that. So what will happen? Because avatar will again come back. So naturally, we don't get the liberation because avatar is still there. We attached to that. So it is said that you will not be born. What is called till the avatar actually gets himself. We do not call it liberation, but his coming is really over. So at that time there was Samoha Mukti. That means all the souls will get liberation together. But in Vedanta Yoga and our Sankho, actually, you get instant liberation, that we don't have to wait for the avatar to complete his missions time to time coming back, that don't have to wait for his liberation, if you call it. It's not liberation, but it is his will. Liberation is a forced and what is called, and his coming is out of his compassion. So that is a great advantage of Vedanta or Sankho or those who are following yoga, that if you realize the true self, then and there actually you are liberated. There is no way that you can come back, because you discover your true self, that you are the ultimate reality. So there is no question that you have that you were a human being or something like that. That means your own self actually merges into that. So that is difficult. That is why avatars are there and avatars come to help human beings, ordinary human beings, those who actually cannot do or cannot, maybe not interested also. There are persons like Narada or Sukadeva like that, they want to preach God's love. And it is said, Lord Krishna also has said that, and Lord Vishnu and others have said, that yes, I love the company of devotees, those who will remain with me. I want to enjoy divine things or divine life with them. That is another way of seeing this, why actually souls, avatars come and devotees actually love avatar, and in that way get liberation. It is easier way, but because love is a natural tendency of human being, and renunciation is very difficult. That means renunciation as such of everything. Even there will be a stage when you have to renounce good things also. Any attachment is really a sort of obstruction for liberation. So in that way, these concepts are very helpful in a sense that for everybody, for any stages of life of evolution, there is always a path for getting liberation. That means there is what is called misery, getting rid of miseries, you can say. So that is really Sri Ramakrishna has said. Time to time, we see in gospel this topic has come. And the concept is like this. That means with avatars, it is easy. And with avatars, extinction, if you call it, or his own, when it stops coming, actually, all of the souls will get liberated because they're attached to that. But if you want to get liberation now and here, yoga and this Sankho and also Vedanta and all those things are also there. Many people actually.
Sri Ramakrishna
like
said
that.
in Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he said, there is no incarnation for jnanis. Incarnation is for devotees. Devotees want to enjoy. Devotees want to enjoy the proximity, 5 kinds of liberation is there, mukti. Salukya, that means the same loka. So we say Ramakrishna loka. After passing away, where we have to go? Ramakrishna loka. So in the same loka where Sri Ramakrishna is there, Holy Mother is there. So Salukya, Sayujya, that means to join with the God, with God. Salukya, Sayujya, Sharshti. Sharshti means, yeah, and then same qualities, same all 5 kinds of mukti that is conceived in devotion. But for jnanis, it is sadhya mukti. Sadhya mukti means here and now, cash down payment. Now, no check, cash down payment. So the thing is, but it is difficult because our mind is such that all the time the 2 words I said, that one is towards this world and away from this world. So our mind is all the time is running to get enmeshed in this world. So in that situation, love that already we have, inherent love for God, that helps. So that is why Avatara comes and teaches us what is good for us, what is helpful for us, and where one should be careful so that one is not entangled in this world. So all this is a path of devotion. That devotion is very helpful. As Sri Ramakrishna said, it's like a devotee wants to taste sugar, not to be sugar. Chini khete, chini hote chai na ma, chini khete bhalobasi. I want to enjoy sugar, not to be sugar. But here what he does, as Sri Ramakrishna said, like great expanse of water, and the devotee puts a line by hand on the water. It's a temporary. So this is me and that is you. So that way he divides. He also understands there is no division. It's unity and unity alone. That, that is the one reality. It is manifesting in so many forms, but reality is one. So what Maharaj said is, yeah, like as Sri Ramakrishna also quoted there.
Any question?
Manoj,
Did you read that book?
I started.
Good.
Swami,
that meditation and spiritual life
Oh,
by Swami Yadvishwara.
From which side? From front or from the back?
I started from the front.
Janma, you have
For
some.
context, that was the.
Recently, Chetanji told, Chetanji, he told that Swami Yotishanji used to talk with Swami Brahmanji. That means he loved him so much, that means he used to have conversations with him.
Yeah, in fact, that's the section, the first part.
Reminiscences.
Reminiscences.
Right.
So what about Ramakrishnites? So Sri Ramakrishna said that I want to enjoy in all phases. Jhole, jhale, ambol. That means, say, one curry is jhol, it is called. Jhal means with something, punging, punch. No, what's that one? Huh? Yeah, pungent. And Ambalam is sweet and sour. So Sri Ramakrishna loved all. Devotion, sometimes knowledge. He goes to Samadhi, it's total Samadhi. So what is our path? Swamiji said that a healthy man, who is a healthy man? Healthy man should, the blood should flow in all the whole body. And blood should be equitably distributed. That means brain requires more blood. So more blood should go to brain and limbs less. But it is equitably distributed. So we have 4 avenues. We have hands to work. We have intellect, head to think. We have heart to feel. So it should be balanced. So Ramakrishnites should be balanced. It's not one-sided, like only devotion. If somebody has predominant tendency of that, that's fine. But generally, we should balance all the 4 paths. That's why Swamiji here preached all Jnana, Bhakti, Raja Yoga, and also Karma Yoga. So that is our path. And we enjoy both. When there is puja, we enjoy prasad. At the same time, sometimes we have, say, Jnana Yoga. That time, no entrance of any other entity. Only self, the supreme self and individual self, unity of both. So, Janma, any question? Okay.
Except that Yatishwananda's book is like the best in terms of like step 1, step 2, step 3, in terms of leading you through the processes of developing your meditation, your spiritual life. It's an amazing book. It was Birama's favorite book, Vera Edwards.
Recently, very recently, our present President Maharaj, Gautamananji, gave a talk probably in Bengali. So one Swami sent that. Nowadays, everything is available in YouTube, that is, but unfortunately, it is in Bengali, and I don't think it has been translated or published yet. So he sent to me that this was his talk, and at the end, actually, he mentioned that you read this book, and it has been translated in other languages also. I know it is translated in Bengali, then Hindi, and Gujarati. This far I know, probably in South Indian languages also it has been translated. And it is a sort of handbook for any spiritual seeker. Practicality, that means other books are there, Vivek Chudamani is there, tons of books are there about spiritual practices and all those things. But this book is very pertinent for the present age or present time. That means he is a present person. That means he had been to Germany. He lived in this country also. Then he went back to India and also had the opportunity of preaching there. So he was accustomed to the present age. So in that way, this book actually is very helpful and understandable. That is also most important. You don't have to go deeper into find out the meaning of of the words, technical words, and all those things. Those things are much less in that book. So Gautamanji actually said, read this book. Thousands of copies have been sold. So in that way, he said, he is a disciple of Yatishwarananda. We have 2. Our Bhajananji is also a disciple. That means he is one of the assistant, what is called, vice presidents.
Actually, he compiled. Bhajananji compiled.
Compiled that book. Okay. He is a very good scholar. That means highly scholarly
And it was done in 80s. When we were in training center, that came out first.
Did he teach at that time?
No.
He did not come.
That time he was in Bangalore.
Oh.
82, 84.
You said that one can choose the path of devotion, you can choose the Advaita path, but there's the concept of Abhidya mantra, there's the concept of taking a vow of sannyas. These are not necessary, or what role do they play in spiritual life?
He understands.
There are many paths, Vidya Maya, and say like knowledge, devotion.
Hmm.
So what significance and what help that one gets following these paths?
Okay, actually,
Is that the question, right? Now, what is the question?
It sounds like you can get liberation with either devotion or jnana yoga. So what is this point? What's the point of taking about sannyas or getting a bija mantra? Are those critical or not critical, or what? Those aren't talked about so much in the gospel.
actually, if you call Sri Ramakrishna's what is called gist of his path, Jnanamishra Bhakti, Naradiya Bhakti, actually he has said that you should have two things together. That means definitely devotion and definitely also what is called intellectual understanding of spiritual path. That is Jnana Yoga. So these two combined is the remedy or what is called prescription for this age in spiritual life. That he has said in many places. Jnanamishra Bhakti, Naradiya Bhakti. Narada was as you know, that he was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and he was commissioned by him to preach his name, and he is also Chiranjeevi. Chiranjeevi means he is living forever. Like that, I don't know how it is possible, but it is Chiranjeevi. There are few. Hanumanji is also Chiranjeevi.
And
I don't know.
Maharaj Swami Brahmanji saw him.
So whatever it may be, the point is that his teachings are really very suitable for this age. Of course, it means for general, but definitely there are many special cases that individuals might be following Jnana Yoga and they're also having spiritual realization, or those are doing only what is called Bhakti Yoga, that is also there. But in general, this is the remedy for this age, or this is easy for this age to what is called get spiritual enlightenment. That Ramakrishna has said in many places.
Like another thing, he said, when everybody will get liberation, then what is the use of sannyasa? What's the use of bija mantra? This is what you said, right?
Yeah, right.
He said, Sri Ramakrishna gave example. He said, in Kashi Kshetra, Kashi means Varanasi, everybody will be fed. All individual self will merge in the Supreme Self. Today, tomorrow, or day after, or after eternal life. So only thing, if you want to hasten it, it's like this. You want to go to New York, you can go by walking. And somebody are walking. You can go by motor, car. And somebody don't want to wait. Wastage of time. If you have understood this, why should I waste my time? And go again and again, birth and death, and suffering, same suffering. Why? So those who are seekers, enough is enough. You are like you eat. In the beginning, you have hunger. After eating a certain time, okay, you can take one more. But a time comes when enough is enough. Those who have end of suffering, enough of enough, this suffering, they want to follow this. Those who want to enjoy, fine, go ahead. By walking, you'll reach New York. But it will take a few months. But you'll reach. If you have set your goal, you'll reach. Only time factor. And those who want to enjoy, okay, want to see various scenarios, very good. And you have to suffer also. Like on the way, there will be so many difficulties. You have to get ready for that. Bija mantra. Why Bij Mantra? It's seed. In that seed, the whole tree is encapsulated. If you recite that mantra through your devotion, when you water by your devotion, then it will sprout. Then it will become the huge tree, like our sequoia. So it is to wake that power that helps. So those who want to, they don't want, fine, they'll also reach. One day everybody will reach. Only time factor. And those who want, no, they don't want to suffer anymore, they choose this path. Look, it's not fun. When you suffer, it's not fun. When you are young, it's fun. But as you grow old, suffering everywhere. Sarvam dukkham by vivekina. For a discriminating person, everything is suffering. Everything. Even living is suffering. Those who understand this, they'll try to get rid of it. That's it.
It's the fourth stage also, silence.
Fourth stage.
I mean, you got the.
But yeah, fourth stage,
You
but-
gotta get there anyway, but.
yeah. No, if you take,
Yeah.
that was ordained in our Indian society, Brahmacharya, Garhastha, Banaprastha, Sannyas.
Right,
But it is not mandatory.
right, you can skip a grade.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
But the other statement is there. Yat ahareva virajit, tad ahareva prabrajit. When you have enough vairagya,
Yeah.
then you can leave your home and heart.
Not the monkey.
No. But very good question. Very good.
All right, now it is 8:13.
Okay.
8:29, okay, one more.
Sayama, you have lots of questions. You,
Oh,
if you have any. Saima? Barbara?
Already, but
Okay, last night you were saying that Sri Ramakrishna gave his power to Swami Vivekananda right before Sri Ramakrishna entered Mahasamadhi.
You introduced.
But what I didn't understand, what I thought you said was, with that power comes Sri Ramakrishna. So Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda was full of Sri Ramakrishna. And he kind of gave the talks, but it was really Sri Ramakrishna.
Right. You have got right.
Thank you.
I heard that when Swami's yoga lectures came back from America,
Mm.
the devotees were reading it and going, this isn't Vivekananda, this is Ramakrishna.
Yeah, Ramakrishna.
It's
Actually,
very plain spoken.
the thing is, the material is the same, but presentation is different. Say, when Sri Ramakrishna says, he says in a patois. Patois means colloquial language. It's hardly understood. But when Swamiji said, same thing, he says logically. That's why we are attracted first to Swami Vivekananda. And Western mind, Swami Vivekananda. Through Swami Vivekananda, his guru, he's our guru. Then we understand what Sri Ramakrishna is. And ultimately we surrender to Holy Mother. Yeah, end of all. We all were attracted by Swamiji. His dazzling personality, his beautiful delivery, attractive demeanor, everything. And Sri Ramakrishna is like sometimes he's talking like a child. We don't understand. That's why we need Guru. Guru tells us what is what. We are so grateful to Swamiji. That's why. So grateful. And the Western world should be grateful. Then only one can understand. See, like Sri Ramakrishna gave example of water, and somebody calls it jal, some aqua, pani, but everybody is calling jal. They mean the same thing. Swamiji gave a different example. He said you can take picture of sun from various angles. All may differ, but all the picture of sun. So this way he gave a different example so that we understand in a better way. And we don't find fallacy. In Sri Ramakrishna's words, you might try to find out some fallacies. But Swamiji was careful about it. That's why Kamini Kanchan, we had to give a long lecture. What is Kamini Kanchan? But Swamiji used lust and gold. No confusion.
So Swamiji emphasized on Karma Yoga.
Yeah. So
Also,
until unless we go through Karma Yoga, see, Sri Ramakrishna would give the final answer. So DSC, Doctor of Science. But Swamiji is chastising us right from the Karma Yoga. Do some work. You die in battlefield. काम करते करते मर जाओ. यही मैं चाहता हूँ. I want you to die in the battlefield.
That was the message for India, especially.
Especially.
You saw it in Thomas.
Yeah,
Have to give
Thomas.
So,
So I'm saying you eat whatever comes to you.
right.
Eat.
Yeah.
Whatever sin you commit, that's mine. Don't worry. Because he saw physically they were weak. He said, play football. Until or unless your physique is well, you won't understand Vedanta. You'll talk tall, but you won't understand anything. So that's why we are so grateful to Swamiji. He made Sri Ramakrishna understandable. Acharya or Acharya.
certainly for the Vedanta Society. Yeah, yes.
Vedanta Society, yes.
In-
The Ramakrishna Mission. Practically, what Sri Ramakrishna preached, he translated into practice. Made a highway. Now we can drive, 90 miles per hour. And see, he established Ramakrishna Mission, so we are here. We are meeting you. And if, says what Sri Ramakrishna said, first God, then world, then you won't see us here. We were in Rishikesh. And then he said, you brutes, come and work for Guru Maharaj. This is your way. We had to come because our teacher says so.
Swamiji wanted to be in that cave.
Huh.
He didn't want to do all
That's why Sri Ramakrishna, power of Sri Ramakrishna entered into him.
that.
He could not go to caves and Himalayas and meditate there. He tried few times. Here also he tried. But every time he went to Samadhi, he had to come out. This is Ramakrishna. The concentrated spirituality. Swamiji made that concentrated spirituality understandable.
Did the Holy Mother give her power to someone?
Holy Mother practically demonstrated.
But she didn't
I'll tell you one. Yeah. I took a topic, Gita and Holy Mother. And I thought it will be easy. I'll give few examples and I'll show that it's how Mother practiced and it's like Gita. But when I stood for talking, oh my God, whatever I'm thinking, Holy Mother has transcended all the standards. Unthinkable. Whatever Gita preaches, Holy Mother is more than that. Whatever. See, like I give one example. Say, without any one should work without any expectation of results. This I quoted many times, so you are familiar with it. So Holy Mother would take a few fruits while going to take bath in the Ganga. While coming, she would give that fruit to someone, say Brahmin or beggar. And while giving, she would say, I'm giving you this fruit. And the fruit accrued on the, because of giving this fruit, also remains with you. Practical demonstration. And not only this, after that, I have surrendered. Oh my God. Mother is more than Gita. Gita practiced and embodiment of Gita. So mother is, very, very precious. Mother did not give lectures. But whatever she said, that's more than enough. Say, like her saying, Amar Moddhe Jini, Tomar Moddhe Jini, who dwells within me, who dwells within you, who dwells in outcast, Duli, Bagdi, Dome, is the same being. This is culmination of jnana. Shunichaiva Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmane. Gavi Hastini. A person when is Brahmin is high caste. Brahmin because he preaches, he teaches, and he cultivates knowledge. So Vidya. And Brahmin with Vidya. Vidya means learning. Brahmin without learning also possible. And then not only learned, but with humility. So Brahmin, learned and humility. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane, Gavi, cow, Hastini, elephant, Shuni Chaiva, dog, Swapaka, outcast. All these to the knower of self are all one. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane, Gavi Hastini, Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. Pandita means who has knowledge of Panda. Panda Vishayakam Jnanam Yasya Asti. That means the self-knowledge. For him, he sees everything is one. Manifesting in different ways. So, Holy Mother, what Holy Mother said? Amjad, a highwayman, came. She was serving. She herself was serving. The Divine Mother herself is serving. And Nalini said, "Aunt, what are you doing?" He said, "Don't worry. As my Amjad, so is my Sharat." Can you understand this? And that also 130, 40 years ago. Unthinkable. We cannot imagine what Indian society was, the condition of Indian society that time. We cannot. What I saw, even it was more than that. And mother is serving a dacoit, a highwayman, with same affection as Sharat Maharaj. Okay, another. Sharat Maharaj had food, mother served. And after that, Sharat Maharaj, mother said, "Don't worry, I'll take the plate." So Sharat Maharaj went out and to wash his hands. So mother takes that asana on which Sharat Maharaj was sitting. She took it, touched on her head, said, "These are Mahapurush. They are great souls. And we are Grihasthas. We are fortunate to serve such a soul." Can you understand? Sharat Maharaj is at her feet all the time. Whatever words issued from her mouth, He's happy to perform that. And mother is taking the asana and touching on her head to show the world what humility is. So her life is, when I think this way, Holy Mother is, even Gita, she has transcended Gita. So truth cannot be transcended. What I mean, practically she demonstrated it. Amazing, amazing. Apparently, she looks like a village girl. One man uh, uh, told her that, Mother, we don't want nirvana. Mother said, why, my child? The man said, then we'll lose you. We'll lose your one mother. Like, my foolish child, what are you saying? Sri Ramakrishna is nirvana himself. Can you understand? Sri Ramakrishna is nirvana himself. Apparently, she's a village girl. And sometimes, oh, Shivu, why you are leaving me here? How can I go? I'm a woman. That time, that was the ladies in villages would do like that. Shivu is a small child. Oh, Kaki, you go. You are not revealing yourself, so you go. Mother is Mother Kali herself, and she had to reveal to him her real nature. Then only she was satisfied. Then okay, let us go. And so really it's divine. Okay, we'll say our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanastu.
Actually, it was